Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. So here we're going to talk about the concept of two inequalities at once. Before we move on, please make sure you've reviewed the previous video and also subscribe and click on the notification bell. So when I post new videos, you'll be the first person to know. Here, we're going to talk about two inequalities at once. So that means we're talking about things that have something like x is less than b, but greater than a. Are you seeing it? So how do you solve questions having something like this? Here, the same principle applies, but you have to solve both sides of the equation at the same time. Okay, so all the rules to changing inequalities direction also applies, but the thing is that what you do to the center, you have to do to exactly the same thing to the left-hand side as well as the right-hand side. So I'm going to pick an example just to explain this. So I'll pick an example that will just be, that bring everything I'm talking about to light. So let's say we have minus 4 is less than 6 minus 2x divided by 3 less than what? 8. Okay? I was solving for x. So what will I do? So remember, to get rid of this fraction, I have to multiply this by 3. And remember, when you multiply by 3, nothing happens to the direction of the inequality sign. It's only when you multiply by negative. But when you multiply by positive, the direction sign stays the same. But because you're multiplying by 3, you have to also multiply both sides as well by 3. So that will give you minus 12, okay? Because 4 times 3 is minus 12. 6 minus 2x less than 24. Are you seeing it? In order to remove the 6 now, I have to subtract 6 as well. So when you subtract 6 here, you subtract 6 here, you subtract 6 here. Can you see? Remember when I told you when you add or subtract to both sides, nothing happens to the inequality sign. All right? So this is going to give us minus 12 minus 6. 6 minus 6 will give you 0. So it's going to give you minus 2x and 24 minus what? 6. 24 minus 6 is going to give us what? 18 minus 2x. And minus 12 minus 6 is going to give us minus what? 18. Now, to remove this, we then have to multiply or by minus 1 over 2, or divide both sides by minus 2. So I'm going to go with divide by minus 2. Now you divide by what? Minus 2. And you divide by what? Minus 2. But remember, because you are dividing by negative, okay, the sign will have to change. So this is going to become 9. Now it's going to change from less than to greater than. It's going to become x, right? It's going to be from x, it will become what? Greater than minus what? 9. And that will be the answer for that. Or you can decide to swap it. So if you want to swap it, so remember I told you when you swap, the direction of the inequalities will change. So it's going to give us, if you take this one here and bring this one here, it's going to be minus 9. Instead of greater than, it's going to become less than x less than 9. So this is the same thing as that. All right. And that is that. So I just wanted to just do this video series so that I can just talk about the concept of two inequalities at once. So because in some cases, we'll have to have this kind of concept. So just go to the worksheet or go to the textbook, try as much as possible to solve some more questions on this. You just follow exactly the same principle when we have both sides of an equation, okay? And all the rules we have while changing inequalities direction also applies here. All right, so I'm going to see you in the next video. The next video, I'm going to go straight on how to graph an inequality. It is important we know how to graph it because it's going to help us to see where the range of solutions are. All right, so I'll see you soon. And please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that when I post new videos, you'll be the first person to know. So I'm going to see you soon.